This is Down to the Wire 513.
Everybody else can shut up. It is time.
Ooh, Fly Man Ring.
Back in the building, man.
Yo, we in the building. We back.
Make sure y'all follow us on everything Down to the Wire 513. Yo, Down to the Wire 513, episode 370. 370, goddamn, we
closing in on 400.
Man.
Crazy, bro.
How you feeling though?
Man, I'm tired today, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I say that every week though, so I feel like it's the norm these days. We here though. How you feeling though, brother?
Feeling good, man. Another week almost over with. Like I said, once we get through the show, the rest of it go out pretty smooth.
Yeah.
Got the Kobe shirt repping, so you challenging the inner mama mentality today, fighting through.
You know what it is, man. You know what it is. Mama mentality every day. That's the lifestyle we live these days, man. You know what it is. RP Kobe.
RP Code. Down to the Wire 513, man. Make sure y'all tap in with us. Everything Down to the Wire 513. Or as I always say, just Google us. Oh man, NFL free agency's been going crazy.
Crazy.
Past few years, man. It's been trying to rival what the NBA does during their NBA free agency.
It's been trying, man. It's been trying to rival what the NBA's been doing, but it's been going crazy. It's been very exciting, if you ask me. You know, one of the more exciting ones in recent history that I can remember. So, but yeah, it's been definitely a lot of movement going on. A lot of people getting paid. So shout out to everybody getting paid for sure.
Facts, and a lot of lack of movement going on for one team. We'll talk about them here momentarily. Yeah. But first off, man, shout out to CBS Sports. We're going to borrow their rundown of all the moves that have been made thus far in free agency. We'll go team by team, and then we'll just give our reaction. So let's go. So zoom in a little bit more. All right, so we'll start off Arizona, man. Obviously, see the moves they made, retained, and then some of the guys they signed in free agency. I guess the biggest one would be free agency. I mean, they got a backup quarterback, Jacoby Brissett, 2 years. Then they added Pro Bowl edge rusher Josh Sweat, 4 years, $7 million.
That Josh Sweat signing was a pretty good signing for them, like that.
Yeah, for them, I think it's just continue to. Does this move do anything for them as far as like putting them in Super Bowl contention? No. But nice building pieces. I think just continue to add into the young core they got out there. Kyler Murray, Jr.
Yeah, it's just definitely shows commitment in trying to stay competitive for sure. You know, it's just not trying to fall off the face of the league basically, but it's showing. So yeah, shout out to them for at least trying to stay competitive, at least trying to be, you know, compete with other teams in the division in the league.
Next up, Atlanta Falcons. They retained Jake Matthews. I think that's huge for the Falcons. Obviously, keep the offensive line. Need offensive line especially for a rookie quarterback.
Yes.
They went out and added Leonard Floyd. A little older. Obviously his best years behind him, but I think he has more depth to that young defense. That defense they got. And then it seemed like they've been a lot focused on defense thus far in Atlanta.
Yeah, the defense was already pretty solid, so just adding some more vets to that defense, like you said, Leonard Floyd definitely passed his prime, but a good vet to have out there in the locker room to add to that already good defense. You know, you already got a good young studs in that defense down there already, so adding a vet down there would definitely help out.
Facts. So you can go check out for all the Falcons fans. Hey, make sure go check out AFN. That's Cousins podcast. They own every week, break it down everything Atlanta Falcons. So
they don't play everything Atlanta sports. They be talking about Atlanta Hawks too, even though the Hawks are having a down year. Somewhat, you know, still possibly make the play in, but still. Shout out to Atlanta Falcons, Atlanta Nation down there, Atlanta Falcons Nation down there.
Baltimore, kind of quiet year for them in free agency, but they've been having some a bigger name. Obviously, DeAndre Hopkins, 1 year, $6 million contract. Obviously on the low, we know D-Hop is past his prime. According to Twitter, man, this is where wide receivers go to die. This is usually like their last stop before they got the league. I mean,
you can't really say they're wrong. We all, you know, last year we were saying, you know, when D-Hop got Traded to the Chiefs, right? We're all like, oh shit, all right, and then we saw he didn't really do much for them in Super Bowl. Super Bowl had that big drop in the Super Bowl too. So yeah. Hopefully he has a pickup year. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm wishing for him the best over there in Baltimore.
I mean, honestly, bro, I think he's just gonna be more what Odell Beckham was 2 years ago when they had him. Like he's just gonna be they third option, maybe fourth option, depending on if they decide to bring Mark Andrews back or not.
And whoever's hurt over there, because always somebody hurt over there, whether it's a receiver, running back, quarterback, somebody always hurt over there. So depending on how they are at the health, it's going to be highly dependent on his role over there. But I think you said his floor is at least going to be the third guy over there. Ceiling, second guy. Hopefully if he's their first guy, barring injuries, then they're in trouble.
Yeah. Yeah. If D Hop, you have to rely on D Hop be your number one wide receiver.
You are in trouble.
That just means Zay Flowers and Rashad Bateman and Isaiah Likely is out.
Yeah, they're out, or they're just having really, 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 really down years. Because like you said, it's definitely past the prime.
And then
I still think it's a good pickup for them though.
And then if that's the case, then shit, they might as well run the ball 50 times between Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson.
Wouldn't be a bad idea with those two guys they have back there to run the ball with, but definitely got to be a little more dynamic than an offense.
Yeah, then obviously they retained left tackle Ronnie Stanley. Obviously, they were a huge on the rushing game last year, on the run game last year. So bringing him back, obviously, that obviously helps that and keep the offensive line intact. So
no brainer there.
Ooh, we got to talk about this one, man. Quarterback.
Man.
Got paid.
Shout out to this man. MVP, first time MVP. Well deserved, but sheesh. He got the Brinks truck backed up for him. Josh Allen, 6 years, $330 million. What 230 guarantee? How much is guaranteed?
250.
250 guarantee. Sheesh. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to Josh Allen. I mean,
I'm speechless. Shout out to him. That's all I can say. I think it's
he got the bag, but
yeah, I mean, but we know how this works with quarterback. We just saw we haven't got there. We're going to get there, I'm sure, soon. The Chiefs, we saw them restructure Patrick Mahomes' contract, and they can move like $50 million of cap space damn near. So NFL contracts, it's all funny money if you ask me. They can all be like renegotiated and moved around to a way to help the player out, the team out, or I ain't gonna say always funny money, but it's a lot of funny money in these contracts. Put it that way. The only one that wasn't funny money is Deshaun Watson. Everybody else is funny money. It's it sounds crazy. 6 year, $330 million. Next year they can easily switch this up and it won't sound as bad. So, or who knows? And in the next 2 years, somebody might eclipse this and it might not sound a bad of contract. When you look at it in a year or two.
No, that's what I mean. Obviously, that's really what it is. And what I said, we'll talk more about this about a certain team who doesn't do these things when they're supposed to. But I think this is just, like I said, Buffalo getting out ahead of whoever's the next quarterback who's going to be next up to get paid. So, like I said, go and give him the money now. He's earned it coming off MVP season. You don't want to keep pushing that kick the can down the road, and then by the time he's on his last year of his deal or whatever, he's going to want even more money than what he's getting now.
Yeah, so it's gonna be $80 million a season. You can hand in the rows with $80 million a year. So yeah, pay him now. Make it I don't know how much the average is, like $60 whatever million a year.
He is the highest NFL paid player though with this contract.
Yeah. So I mean, he deserves it though. He had a hell of a year on a year where all roads pointed to them going downhill, and they didn't lose a step. He made it to the AFC Championship game. So. Shout out to him, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna shout out to him. But the only thing now is you got the money. I believe this is your second deal, so you got the money. But the fans of Buffalo, they won Super Bowl.
Got the money, got the MVP trophy. Now it's time to get at least Super Bowl appearance, bro. At least get there. At least get there. It's one thing losing Patrick Mahomes. You lost to Joe Burrow too. We can't forget about that at home to Joe Burrow. He's one of the elite ones too, but he hasn't got there. He hasn't won two. He had to win the Super Bowl. He got there. He hasn't won one either. So y'all kind of on the same playing field, and the fact that he beat you on your home turf is a no, bro. So I don't want to see no more of that, man. I don't want to see you lose Patrick Mahomes no more either, honestly. So now you gotta make it happen.
Yeah, I mean, because if we be honest with Josh Allen, I mean, said this year MVP, no doubt. But like when they play the Chiefs again in the playoffs, he wasn't Superman.
Yeah,
Like he wasn't the Josh Allen we seen all the way up to that point.
mm-hmm.
It's like obviously we talked about it at the show after the games. Like, yeah, he didn't turn the ball over, but it's like you didn't do much to put your team in position to win.
Yeah, we saw you do way more shit throughout the season that was like, okay, he put the team on his back. Now they actually need you to do that, you couldn't do it. So
yeah, and
now they're paying you to do that, so you have to do that now. I mean, they're already paying you. They're paying you before, even though I think they did it before early too. I think this is a great move for them. Like before they did it earlier last year, he was like the 14th highest paid quarterback, 13th highest paid quarterback, and he still was getting $48 million a year. It still was a hefty bill, but we look at it, he definitely wasn't the 14th best quarterback in the league. He was top 3, top 5, top 2, however you want to put it. So again, smart on their part, getting him to pay bump early. Now he's getting around what I think I did the math. I think it's 55 a year. If you do the 6 years with that average salary, if they keep it the same. So right now 55 a year, it don't even sound that bad when you say it like that, because I think Joe and them getting like 50, 53 or something like that.
Well, Dak.
So
I got remember. Yeah, and remember. Well,
and Dak's getting like 50 something too, ain't he? 55.
I know that Dak was getting 60.
Shit. So yeah, this is nothing.
But I know they restructured. But I know obviously they restructured Dak's contract, so I'm not sure how.
Yeah, what the annual numbers look like now? But this is if that annual number say the 55, and I don't think it's going to go higher than that with this deal. I think it's only going to go lower if they restructure it. It's going to be nothing, and next year it's going to be nothing. Or next year we're going to see quarterbacks eclipse 60. Whoever's going to be up next year, we're going to see 65, 70. So in 2-3 years, this is going to be he's going to be around the 15th. He's going to be out of top 10 pay and pay range quarterback. So I think this is a good deal for them to get ahead of the curve and pay them early, which a lot of teams should do, which most teams don't do.
Right.
Another thing here too, man. I love the Joey Bosa signing. 1 year, $12.6 million. I think it's a bargain deal for Joey Bosa.
Yeah.
If he wants to healthy.
Yeah, that's the main thing.
Big if.
But I mean, I think that's a solid replacement for Von Miller.
Absolutely.
They let Von Miller go. Von Miller, like I said, he's past his prime. He's still solid, but well past his prime. I think Joey Bosa, like I said, as long as he stays healthy, man, I think he can be even more productive than what Von Miller was giving him, especially after last year.
Yeah, especially last year after what Von gave him last year and what Joey did last year. Even though Joey again got hurt last year, he gets hurt like every year. But now playing with a team that is expected to do big things. Chargers where he was before was, they were always hit or miss. Like they were always expected to be good, but they were never expected to be like Super Bowl good. This team is, with Josh Allen, expected to win Super Bowl. So now you guys got something to play for. You got a little bit more to be healthy for. Maybe we'll see him play through a little more injury here. Of course, you don't want to see that, but football players, you gotta be that. You can't really. You're not gonna be healthy all year. It's just it's inevitable.
And not only that, shit, it's a 1 year deal. So this is basically a 1 year prove it deal.
Prove it deal.
Yeah.
Yep. Prove it here. We'll pay you or go somewhere else so you can get paid. So I like to sign up for them though with that Joey Bosa signing a lot.
I like them giving Khalil Shakir money, extending him. But now, hey, Shakir, it's time for you to step up and be that Stephon Diggs replacement. Yeah. Obviously, though, last year it was a little of a bit of everybody. We really didn't know. I said you may have had the most targets and most yards on the team, but it's like, were you
stand out
number one receiver?
He didn't stand out to me at all last year. I didn't see it. He didn't stand out to me at all. He was good, but he wasn't like, okay, this is the guy. I didn't see that for him at all last year. So I think I need to see that. They paid you this year. They didn't give you, it wasn't not top money or anything, but still, right, you got paid.
Well, it wasn't definitely not top money.
You got paid though. You got paid. So now I want to see you, improve and show them that you worked it. I'm not a huge fan of that Josh Palmer signing. Shout out Cuz, I'm a real cousin. Shout out Cuz. Not a huge fan of that signing, but we'll see how it works. Josh Allen up there can make anything happen. So
Yeah. Obviously, Greg Rousseau, edge rusher, coming off the edge. Like I said, just retaining him, keeping that defense solid. I mean, Buffalo, they had a solid defense last year, so they got to keep that defense intact. Terrell Bernard, hell, they was honestly, you could say they was banged up in the playoffs too. So
yeah, it was.
So yeah, man, I think Buffalo is they're poised, they're in a good position to get over the hump this year, especially now with Josh Allen getting paid. So like I think you can't expect nothing less but for them to get the Super Bowl or bust. I mean, it's that time. It's that time now.
Expectations are going to be set now. Here, it's time. Like you said, it's that time of year. It's that time of career for Josh Allen.
Carolina. Any names on here that stands out for you?
Shout out J.C. Horn, now top paid corner in the league. 4 years, $100 million. Yep. Shout out to him for that, man, getting that money. Well deserved down there. Yeah, Sauce like thank you. Yeah, not really helped out to pay. Other than that, I like that signing for him. Congratulations to him.
Andy Dalton still.
Andy Dalton still kicking, man. Still getting that NFL money, man. 2 years, $8 million. I ain't mad at that at all.
For me,
yeah, not really stepping out here, honestly.
Yeah, I mean Carolina. I mean, like I said, I'm glad Bryce Young shown a huge improvement after being benched last year.
Man, he needed to do it.
But for me, I just feel like, and maybe they'll address this situation in the draft. But I still think they give him a little bit, give him more weapons to work with.
Yeah, I don't see a receiver here. Like
that's it. I mean,
oh, they do got damn. Who? Come on.
Yeah, who exactly? Who?
Like
right.
This guy. Yeah, they don't have how much they gave him up here. So he obviously probably didn't give him a lot. They ain't got the money up here. So yeah, man. Shout out to Dan for getting signed though, but. There's a guy. Hopefully, he come out have a breakout year. We be somebody. We say, we could say it was a great signing last year, but we didn't never heard of this guy. So, they're setting him up for failure again.
Like I said, hopefully they'll address it in the draft. But they do have a receiver. I forget Xavier. I forget his last name, but I know he has a target down in Carolina. But I think you just need somebody to go along opposite side of him. I think, give your franchise quarterback as many weapons, as many options as you can.
Give him a chance, bro. Like give him a legit chance to succeed down there.
And obviously he's shown it toward the tail end of last year. Like
he shows some promise. He showed that he has a little bit to at least hope for. A little bit to invest in down there. So, don't be so quick to just turn on your pick, man. Like, we're seeing the same thing, and we haven't got to this team of Indiana. We'll get there. I'll say that before we get there. Let's go ahead and keep moving
on. Chicago, bro, I will say Chicago has been one of the biggest winners of free agency thus far, or the offseason, just in general, just thus far.
Yeah, they're doing. I think they're making solid moves to show that all right, we got a good young quarterback. We're gonna protect him. We're gonna make sure we actually give him a chance, give him a chance to succeed down here. We're not gonna make sure that he's not just out here running for his life. First off, last year he ran for his life. I think he was the most sacked quarterback in the league. I think if not, he's definitely top 3 up there somewhere. So definitely helped out, the line a little bit there, with some I think got tackled there. He traded for O-lineman from the Rams
and Chiefs Joe Tooney.
Yeah. So I mean, they are making a solid investment around his future, the quarterback's future. I can't think his name. Caleb Williams' future. That's why I say Williams' future. They're making a solid investment around his future. So shout out to them, man. And Brian Poles up there, the GM, one of the black GMs in the league. So definitely rooting for him always. It might be one of his last years up there if they don't make shit happen up there. So hopefully, we're showing that he has, the at least the know-how to do it. These are all good signings here. If shit goes south, it probably won't be because he didn't make the right signings here. Maybe because health or something like that happened. But this is the right moves to make if you're Brian Poles.
Yeah, I love it from everything they've done. Like I said, basically what you said, they're protecting their investment, their franchise quarterback.
Look at that, bro. Center, DT, like they not playing.
Like honestly, I like this. This is going to be, like I said, a damn near basically a whole brand new offensive line. So, like I said, that's what they're going to use OTAs, training camp, and preseason 4 to get to gel. But hey, I'm gonna tell you, like I would say about maybe about week 5, 6, they should be gelling.
Should be rolling.
Where Caleb Williams shouldn't be back there scrambling for his life. Their defense was already solid last year. Then they went to go. Sorry, cuz they went to go. They stole Grady Jarrett from Atlanta.
Yeah.
So that he even helped that defense even more. Shit, I seen all these moves. Shit, I'm worried about my Vikings now. It's like, God damn.
Yeah, definitely got strong, man. I like these moves a lot. It's gonna be on Caleb Williams now to not go off script as much. Like last year, you kind of had to running for your life, but now you want as long as the O line, starts, like you said, starts gelling and starts playing well. You can't just expect the O line just to, because they have names and money to be good. They have to actually play well together. So it still has to come together, but he has to actually trust them and not just go out there and just act like it's college. He's not college anymore. I think last year you saw that shit, like running around, you're gonna get hurt, bro. You're gonna get knocked out, you're gonna get hurt.
And then remember, new head coach as well, Ben Johnson, who was offensive coordinator up in Detroit. So
yeah,
we'll see what he can do. But hey, I'm Chicago
down there, man. Exciting times.
Chicago is definitely a early winner in the offseason for me.
Oh, here we go.
The hometown team, Cincinnati Bengals, man.
It looked good looking at this. Oh, we retain all your players, retain everything. So you realize, hey, retain all these niggas, and they all fucking, I don't say all suck, but bro, keeping the same players when last year didn't go as planned, it makes no fucking sense. Like I understand you want to retain talent, but keeping everybody and keep everything the same is just the definition of insanity, bro.
Yeah, man. I don't know what the fuck the Bengals front office is doing. Obviously working here at a Cincinnati sports station, man. We cover it nonstop, and from the host talking about it to the callers calling in, fans calling in, they are very frustrated with this front office so far. They still don't understand why Jamar isn't signed, why Trey Hendrickson isn't signed or traded, because since they gave him the permission to seek a trade last week.
Like figure something out there, man. Like that's my thing. And my thing is too, the front office came out before free agency started and said they shouldn't have said this shit, man. They shouldn't have said this shit. Because now it's coming back to bite them in the ass. They said we're gonna make Jamar Chase the highest paid non-quarterback in the NFL.
Whoop, yep.
So what happened after that? Max Crosby got caked up. Miles Garrett got caked up. Like what are y'all fucking doing, bro? Like, what are you doing?
And if I'm well, hell, not even if I'm Jamar Chase, shit, we know Jamar Chase is going to bring that clip up. Remember you said this, bro?
Yeah, you just said you want me to be the highest paid. Now the highest paid would be like 40.5 million or 40.1 million now, because Miles Garrett got 40 million a year, nigga. Like y'all should have did this shit a long ass time ago. You could have gave him 35.5, give him a little bit more than they gave Jay Jettis. He would have been happy as fuck.
Yeah.
He would have been happy, gave him his money, whatever the constraint was. He wanted a year early or whatever the injury guarantee was, whatever. Fucking give it to him. Give it to him. Whatever he wants. Fucking give it to him.
Yeah. And
last year we said we probably shouldn't do it.
Yeah.
We were wrong too. Fucking give it to him.
That's what I was just about to say. I know last year we were on this pod talking about, because I know he wanted his money to kick in a year
early.
And we was like, and we was on here saying, nah, we don't give it to him. We'll give you the money, bro. Like I said, we'll give you the money, but we not having to kick in a year early. Hey, obviously, we was wrong too.
We were wrong there with that. We was wrong with that too. Yeah, and I think the Bengals are there too, because last year before he didn't get a deal, the word on the street was, oh, but they got a deal in place. All you gotta do is sign it. It's about to get done, and then last minute it didn't get done. So I think that was the holdup was when's the money going to start getting applied to him getting paid. So I mean, yeah, it shows that they should have just did that shit, bro, because now they're really paying for that shit. Same thing with T. Like I said in our group chat, if they would have gave T 4 years, 100 million 2 years ago, bro, he would have took that shit happily. 2 years ago would have looked bad. I don't want to look bad, but it was like, damn, 25 million a year for T Higgins, like, yeah. But now it would have looked fucking awesome. Well, like a fucking bargain deal.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the same shit. The same year the Eagles went out and gave Brown and Smith the extension. Yeah, go ahead and let's take care of T, give him extension. And bro, and you can keep going down this rabbit hole, like I said, of what they should have done. They should have gave Jesse Bates an extension earlier than they did.
Yep.
Obviously, you said T. Higgins, Trey Henderson. They could have gave all these guys money before the last year of the contract, but this is Bengals, bro. Like I said, this is nothing new. What the
kind of like hoping, like betting against their guys almost. Something like you're betting against your guy.
Yeah,
like you're hoping you go out here and like have a down year. I hope it's gonna fall off a cliff. Like, what are you hoping to happen here? Like, what are you actually hoping to happen here? If you come to the table early and pay them, maybe a little more than you want to early, is going to turn out to be probably better than you do it later. Like, yeah, it might sting a little bit. Like, all right, yeah, this is a little bit of a risk, but if your guys show you that they can play, bro, you pay them early.
Yeah,
Get them locked up before shit gets too high.
Then, like you said, you got Duke Tobin, who's not really a GM. He's just out there, just the talking head. He's out there saying, "Yeah, we're gonna make, like I said, we're gonna make Chase the highest paid non-QB in the league. I don't want to pay. Yeah, we're gonna resign guys, but I don't want to basically pay for the same roster. Well, bro, you run out of time. Like all the bigger names is pretty much damn off the board.
Nope. Yeah, I don't understand that at all. If you're not gonna, I'm not mad at them not want to pay Trey Henderson because he's 30 years old.
Yeah,
he want to go. I think he's gonna want he's been underpaid for the last probably his whole career. He's been underpaid. He's probably gonna want a surplus $30 million a year probably. So I probably wouldn't give him that deal. But at the same time, if you're not going to give him a deal, why not go out and try to get Joey Bosa for $13 million for one season? Something, bro. We talked about last week. Doc said, I'll take Joey Bosa. And I thought, I'll take him too for whatever you want. I didn't think it'll be that low. Like 12 point whatever million ain't nothing for a player of that caliber, bro. Like, what are you guys doing?
Bosa, and when we get down to the Saints, I know Chase Young re-up down in New Orleans.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't have took a chance on him, but still, better than nothing we might end up with. I don't understand this front office at all, man. I just don't understand it. Luckily, I'm not like a diehard fan, so I'm not going to sleep over this shit. But being a fan, roots for the hometown team, it definitely is affecting. Like, bro, this is just some bullshit.
And honestly, bro, at this point, I don't think you can trade Trey Henderson because, like I said, all the top edge rushers are pretty much, like I said, gone or off, or you're not going to get good value for them. And I think the Bengals they haven't said it, but I think they're low-key sabotaging themselves because, yes, just because we give you permission to seek a trade, you may say, hey, yeah, look, they such want to trade for me. If the Bengals don't like what they getting back, no, we're not trading you.
Okay, yeah, or just if you trade, just okay, I won't sign it. I'll go to the trade agent. Hey, nigga, they want me at Dell. I'll just go there and sign for a little bit less now. Next year they'll take care of me. Like, fuck it, nigga. I know. I'm not gonna let y'all get over on me anymore. You already have been getting over on me. Like I said, now I'm probably in agreement with the team. I probably wouldn't want to pay him what he wants because he's, going to be around 30 now with this new contract that he's going to be under. But at this point, they kind of have no answer. They have no other option to sign anybody else. Everybody else is kind of gone at this point. I don't trust them in the draft to go get an edge rusher or anybody that's going to get 10 plus sacks next year.
Yeah.
So,
honestly, bro, at this point, I think all they can do, bro, they can. Like I said, he's still technically he's still under contract, so he can't sit out. He can't sit out a year because he's still under contract.
Okay, I didn't know he was under. I guess he do got one more year on this deal, so I guess that's the only good part about this. But you don't want that to happen. That's a bad situation too. So
yeah, bad situation. But I mean, I think only for both parties, he's set to make $16 million under his current contract. Really, the only thing I think they can do. Give him a new 1-year contract. Like, okay, maybe we'll bump it up to maybe like 20, like somewhere like 25 million for
have to. That's what I would try to do. Look, man, we want to keep you here. We want you to get a long-term deal. We don't want to give it to you, unfortunately, because we got other things to worry about, but we want to give you a nice lump sum here. We'll make it somewhat fully guaranteed, or we'll make it to where you can get it. We'll make some, some things in there where you have to work to get it. We'll make sure you can get it. We'll make sure there'll be some attainable goals in there to where you get 12 sacks. We'll, make sure it's fully guaranteed somehow. We'll make sure you get the money, man.
Oh, there we go. Obviously, Obviously, we know with T. Higgins, I think it's just me. I got close some of these stats. Obviously, with T. Higgins we talked about it last week. They're still in talks of they still want a long-term deal done with T. Higgins. We'll see if that gets done. But as far as the moves they came back, man, BJ Hill. I mean, he's their best defensive interior lineman they have on the roster so far. Interior lineman.
Yeah.
I guess you had to bring him
Not
back.
bad. Yeah, not bad signing, I guess. Mike Gesicki, not mad at that. Not mad at bringing him back.
That was the name Joe Burrow wanted back with him. So yeah, he got his tight end back. But I mean, but everybody else, bro, and you could pretty much tell everybody else's value because of how low the contract.
Look at the deals.
like
the Bengals just go out there and just get low hanging fruit. What they do every year is get low hanging fruit. They got back somebody P. Ryan. Shout out P. Ryan. Had a good stint in the Bengals a couple years ago. Yeah, and then you mentioned T. Higgins. I said it on Twitter like the day. I think it was Friday, Thursday, whatever day it was. That we ain't got to this team yet. DK Metcalf got signed and traded and signed. I said it's going to be a minimum. With DK just got to keep T. Higgins now. If I'm T. Higgins.
Yeah,
we talked about we had a debate about it last week. We just debated about DK versus T. Higgins stats and everything. They're very, 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 very comparable. Yep. I'm not taking less than DK just got. If I want money and if I want to take a little discount, then it'll be with Joe Burrow and Chase. I'll take a little bit less, maybe $28 million a year, but I'm not taking less than $28 million a year to play here. I'm sorry. DK just got $30 million, and we see what he did last year. And I took less gave to him, and I did just about the same. So no.
Yeah,
absolutely not.
At this point, yeah, T, get what you can, brother. Cleveland. I mean, I know we talked about it. I can't remember if it was last week or the week before. Obviously, Myles Garrett. He was saying he wanted to be traded. He wanted out, but maybe that was just a ploy to get him more money because he quickly changed that tune when they offered him a new contract extension. 4 years, $160 million. As we mentioned earlier, he is now the newest, highest paid non-QB in the league at just $40 million a year. Browns ain't winning shit anytime soon.
No time soon. I don't want to say I feel bad for him because he just got kicked up, but
yeah,
man,
he got paid.
I guess $40 million a year is okay to be a Brown, to be a turd, man. We're gonna be a turd now. I feel bad. Turd.
And he still he has a small stake in the Cleveland Cavaliers, so he ain't gotta. He can still, like I said, attend all the Cavaliers functions and everything. So, shout out to Myles Garrett for that tactic. And it looks like your new quarterback will be Kenny Pickett.
For now, at least, and hopefully they can get somebody else because he's not the answer. If that's the quarterback, Myles Garrett, like, man, you couldn't get $45 million, Myles, because that's the quarterback. Yeah, I really ain't going nowhere, man.
Shout out Super Bowl winning quarterback Kenny Pickett, man. But yeah, nah.
Super Bowl champion.
Yeah, Cleveland's they're not doing anything anytime soon. They're still going to have a top defense, but as we say, like I said, what are they going to look like offensively? We'll see what they do in the draft. I think they're going to still draft a quarterback because the Deshaun Watson situation is done. So we'll see what goes on up there in Cleveland. Cowboys. This is where we need Doc. I really haven't. I didn't even know Cowboys was even this active. Like I said, I see they are, but like none of these moves really.
It's nothing's happening over there, really, bro. They just doing a little small shit. They're kind of just doing the same thing the Bengals do. Just don't pay their players on time, overpay for their own players, and then just be stuck in oblivion. So yeah. Michael saw what Myles got and said, "Thank God, I'm about to be one of the highest paid niggas ever." Because $40 million for Micah. You see what Max Crosby got? Yeah, okay. I'm about to get paid. I'm about to get paid.
And they better get it done because there's still one more, which I don't think he's on the top. Myles Garrett, but TJ Watt is still up for an extension, so they better get it done. They better get him done before Micah. Or
It's
you
gonna be
can
around
get
there. Michael gonna want he gonna want 35 plus now at this point.
for sure. Oh, for
Not taking
sure.
that 35.
And honestly, I think he's on. I think he's on top Miles Garrett, but I think you want to do that before Pittsburgh does something crazy and overpays T.J. Watt.
Yep. I would not pay Micah more than Miles Garrett personally. I don't think he's better than Miles Garrett. But if I'm Micah, I want just what he got.
Of course,
I want it. But yeah, I wouldn't get that if I'm Dallas. I'm Dallas. I'm trying to get him more than Max got. I think I wouldn't want to pay that, but I mean, they waited so long, they have to pay him more than Max got. But I'm not paying less than what Miles got, so they better do it before TJ gets paid.
Yeah, and hey, we didn't think Dak was a $60 million quarterback, and he still got $60 million last year. So we like you said,
so yeah,
we know they like to overpay for their guys for sure. Denver. For me, I like the Evan Ingram signing. I think he's been underutilized down there in Jacksonville. Maybe because Trevor Lawrence hasn't really been healthy. I still think he's a solid tight end, and I think you just give him Bo Nix another weapon, go alongside with Cortland Sutton and the rest of those guys they got up there in Denver. So, I think if anybody can get the most out of Evan Ingram, I think it'd be Sean Payton for sure. I know you don't like for me to say that because I know you don't like Sean Payton, but
not a fan of Sean Payton. But last year, I ain't gonna lie, he did a good job last year. I'm not gonna hate on him for it. I'm not gonna be blind to what he did last year just because I'm not a huge fan of the guy. So yeah, I agree with that. And like you said, I think he was a little underutilized down there in Jacksonville. Just Trevor Lawrence not being, I don't say healthy, but not being good. He hasn't been that good. Let's be real. Even when healthy, he just hasn't been that impressive.
Outside of that one playoff year, yep.
Yeah, even that year he was up and down. So yeah, I'm not.
Drake.
Hopefully he has a better year.
But then obviously they added to their defense. Vance Joseph is going to have some fun with Drake Greenlaw for sure.
Yeah,
I love that move. I love that move for Denver too. So Denver, I mean, like I said, I think still the Chiefs division to lose. And we'll talk about them because shit, they in the news for all the wrong reasons right now. But
I seem like every offseason, it seems like, right?
Man.
Every offseason.
The reigning NFC number one seed in the NFL, Detroit Lions. Kind of quiet off season for them thus far. I mean, I know they kept some of their guys. Derek Barnes, Levi. I'm not even about how to butcher dude's name.
Yeah, I can't pronounce that shit.
But basically, for them, they just need Aiden Hutchinson to get back. That's what their biggest problem was. They defense, they got in the playoffs. Their defense was banged up, and they kind of fizzled out, fell under expectations. So they just got to get healthy, be healthy into the playoffs. Really.
Yep, I agree. 800 led them in sacks last year, and he played like 5 games. So yeah, that's not good. Not good at all.
And then for me personally, I think this is probably the last year with Jared Goff experience. Like if everything goes right and Goff comes short of a Super Bowl appearance this year, then it might be time to try to get us a quarterback who can get us over the hump.
I don't know, man. Grass ain't always green on the other side. Remember that.
It ain't, but remember that window of opportunity ain't open for too long.
You're right. You're right. Grass ain't always green. You gotta be careful about that shit, man. Gotta be careful.
Green Bay, kind of quiet as well. I know they added offensive linemen to help protect Jordan Love, and a defense back Nate Hobbs, 4 years, $48 million. Okay. They're kind of in the middle of the pack as far as their offseason moves so far.
Yeah, not did too much, but they already had a pretty good team. So just trying to hopefully improve on the crew they had last year. Add some bets in there and see what they can do.
Yeah, I think Nate Hobbs is. I think they're hoping he can be a replacement for Jair Alexander. I think that's what they're paying him to bring it. They're bringing him in to do. So we'll see. With them, Houston, man, talking about windows of opportunity. I just think, bro, I think what are they doing? Like, I think CJ Stroud is going to get. He's going to get. I think he's going to get killed, but he's going to get sacked a lot more.
Yep, he got sacked out last year.
Yeah, well, that number's about to go up even more.
Yep.
This year, they traded one of their best left tackles, Jeremy Thompson, to Washington. We'll talk more about that when they get down there. Christian Kirk move. I think they traded for him.
Not a huge fan of that move.
Me neither. Honestly, me personally, I would have maybe waited to see what Stephon Diggs was going to do. I'd much rather bring Diggs back.
Yeah, Kirk didn't have a good year last year, man. I know he was playing with Jackson. I just shitted on Trevor Lawrence kind of, but Chris Kirk is just. I had him in fantasy, so I was watching him pretty closely. He was just not good at all last year. And with the, I guess they need just. If I'm them, I'll try to get an influx wide receivers. What they happened last year with the injuries and everything they had to go through. I guess it would help to have an influx of just talent down there, but not each fan of that signing.
Me neither. And then, like you said, what them said, getting weaker on the offensive line. How will that affect Joe Mixon his impact? Because he had a huge year last year for him. So yeah, man. I mean, like I said, they're making moves, but some of the moves, especially on the offensive line, has been questionable.
I kind of get why they got off Tooney. He's going to get paid. He's older. They don't want to have that problem next year. Probably. I don't think he's going to. I don't think he's up this year, but so I kind of get it. But like, what replacement do you have right now? Like, I would have waited till next year until he actually wanted the deal, then got rid of him.
Yeah, at least give me another year to find some. Draft
somebody and get them up under you or something. Because right now, it's basically fuck CJ over even more. Last year he was already getting chased for his life. So,
and then shit, you fired the offensive coordinator too. So you come in with a new whole system. So yeah, it's
shit. It's gonna be tough, man. And I'd be surprised to see them or CJ have a little bit of rough time next year for sure. But I'd be surprised.
Only benefit they got going for them is they are in the AFC South, which is a very winnable division.
Yeah.
But this next team we're about to talk about, they got a lot better, especially defense.
Man. They did. They did.
I'll just go right here and say it, man. God damn, I lost my boy Cam Bynum. Damn, I'm almost shedding a tear when I see he signed with the Colts. Happy my boy Cam Bynum got paid. Former Viking, with the Vikings last year. Huge year, 4 years, $60 million. Then they added Charvarius Ward. Every year the Colts has always had a solid defense. That defense just got 10 times better with those two signings right there. Now it's just about what are they going to get offensively.
Which brings us to this signing here. They signed Daniel Jones, 1 year, $14 million.
Another former Viking.
Yeah, for a short stint, but yeah, for sure. That tells me right there, bro. Bringing him in here, they don't trust Richardson, bro. They don't trust his ass. And I can't say they're wrong for not trusting him. Both his years so far in the league has been riddled with injuries and question marks when he's been playing. So if this just shows that they don't trust him, they're bringing in a quarterback that's got a ton of experience in the league. Of course, it's not all been good, but he's shown flashes of having some good times too in the league. So I think they'll be comfortable moving forward this season with Daniel Jones if it don't work out with Richardson.
And what I do like about the Daniel Jones move for them is, like, if they do decide to move from Richardson this year, you're not going to have to change your playbook too much because they're similar style quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see if Daniel Jones learned anything from his short stint up there from the quarterback whisperer Kevin O'Connell up in Minnesota. Hopefully he did. But hopefully, but he getting $14 million for. I hope we don't see him in Indy for real. I hope Andy Richardson takes a step this year and shows that he's their guy. So Daniel Jones just be the backup.
I agree. I hope so. It's a good payday for Daniel Jones to be a backup for sure.
Man,
I would take it. But 14 million, that was a little steep. I got me thinking. They thinking, all right, we're gonna have how you playing sometimes, bro.
I guarantee that's incentive heavy for sure.
Yeah. It probably is. Probably is. You take so many snaps with so and so and so and so. Yeah.
Jacksonville. Just looking at the names. Yeah, it says nothing really stands out for here for me. We've mentioned his name a few times already. It really just comes down to what Trevor Lawrence does and his ascension. That's really all it comes down to.
Yeah.
They took two former Vikings, Nick Mullins and Johnny Munt from.
Y'all just dwindling, man.
Well, we'll see. We'll see once we get to the Vikings. See how we do in this offseason. Kansas City. They franchise tagged one of their big offensive linemen, Trey Smith. I think they're trying to get a longer term deal with him. Nick Bolton read up 3 years, $45 million. That's huge. He was a huge part of the defense last year. A name that's not on here. Yeah, they bring back Hollywood for one more year, and I think he's going to play even bigger role, especially. Well, I lost D-Hop, but shit, this whole thing with Xavier Worthy going down too.
I think he's gonna be straight, man. Did you see the details that came out? What did he put out? Turns out that let's go ahead and break it down. I didn't even see the beginning, so I just saw something today. I was like, okay, I didn't know what's going on.
I just know he was. I know he got arrested for domestic felony assault, basically it's a domestic violence assault.
Yeah, so apparently he has proof and witnesses that he was the one being assaulted and being attacked. Apparently his fiance was cheating on him. He caught her, tried to break up with her, and she just went haywire on him. Apparently, this is what I read today. I'm not sure if it's true or not. I'm just a person to be on Twitter, so that's what they saying. It went down. That she cheated on him continuously. He found out about it and broke off the engagement and tried to get her to dip, but she was not going. Apparently.
Well, I know. Let's see here. I mean, obviously, they say they found a temporary protective order, so against Xavier Worthy. So obviously, they can't.
Damn.
Yeah. So yeah. Hopefully this doesn't cost him a season, which I hope it don't think it. I don't think it will. But between him this year doing it with this and Rashee Rice last year,
man, it seemed like something every year with these niggas, man. Hopefully he's innocent. Hopefully nothing happened. Hopefully he didn't put his hands on that girl or anything crazy happened like that. If he did, he deserves whatever he gets coming to him, man. But I'm gonna say that hopefully he's innocent and this didn't happen, and it's just a misunderstanding, and maybe she just went crazy and she just claimed that he did some things, which is still not good, but hopefully that's all it is.
Yeah. What's going on down there in Kansas City where the wide receivers are getting constantly?
There's some in the water down there, man.
Something. But yeah, Kansas City, like I said, other kind of mid off season thus far. So we'll see what they do. But obviously they know that they're relying a lot on 15. Las Vegas Raiders. They have looks like Vegas has a new quarterback, at least an interim quarterback thus far.
And they got a bridge guy.
Yeah.
Shout out Gino.
Yeah, shout out Gino, man. Thought his career was over once he left. Who did he get traded for? Oh, the Giants. Traded Giants to Seattle. But hey, he found new life. We all know the famous quote: "They wrote me off, they didn't write back." So now he has new life down there in Las Vegas. So shout out to Gino. I think that's a nice bridge gap for him. Then obviously we mentioned Max Crosby's deal last year. So
yeah. Shout out to Gino. Shout out Max Crosby getting paid. I think it's overpaid for Max Crosby, but hey, shout out to Max for getting a deal.
So I think Raiders be a little bit more competitive than they were last year. At least they know they have a competent quarterback. Man.
I'm about to say at least now with a decent quarterback they should be. Hopefully, as long as Gino don't fall off a cliff, they should be okay.
Which that Vegas lifestyle, hey, you never know.
Possible. It's possible. It's possible.
Los Angeles Chargers. I think the biggest move they made off season was bringing back Khalil Mack. Obviously, 1 year, $18 million. And they went out and got Najee Harris. They added
Yeah, I
him.
saw that. It's interesting, man. I was surprised that Steelers let him go. You know, he had 1,000 yards every year he's been in the league. Josh's not a huge fan of Najee. He's been very vocal about that. He ain't the best, but he definitely, was serviceable. Happy he got out of Pittsburgh. Their run game was terrible, so happy he got out of there.
Yeah, I don't know. Like just something in Pittsburgh where he wasn't his explosive self outside of his first few years there. Like,
I mean, he got 1,000 yards every year, but it just wasn't. You're right though. It wasn't like it didn't look good. Put it that way.
Like, because every time when I watch the games, like it seemed like he wasn't getting like I said, find no holes on the line. But when
negative yards, but every time I watch him play, negative yardage.
But when Jalen Warren, the backup, come in, it's like, oh, he out here moving and like
7 here, 5 there, 8 there.
Like, what's going on?
Losing 2 yards. Yeah, I don't know.
So, but nah, I think J.K. Dobbins, he found a second breath of life out in Los Angeles last year. I think Najee can do the same thing.
Yep, I agree.
And if it doesn't work out, hey, Chargers only got him for 1 year, $5.2 million. So.
Yep, not a bad deal at all for them.
Devontae Adams to the Los Angeles Rams. I honestly,
shout out to Devontae Adams, man.
I just think this just confirms that I think Matt Stafford might be coming back.
Oh, he is. They already said he is.
Yeah, I think that's just what it is. Like, I don't think he would have went out there if Stafford wasn't the quarterback. Then obviously his name's not up here, but they have officially released Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, I saw that Cooper Kupp is released. But yeah, they already restructured Max deal. He's coming back. I think he's I don't know how much he's getting a year, but he's coming back.
Okay.
He wasn't going to what they say Pittsburgh was an option for him. They said Minnesota was an option for him. He had a lot of suitors, man. Max Stafford had a lot of suitors.
Oh, for sure.
He had a lot of suitors. Vegas was an option for him. They said Vegas, Tom Brady wanted him bad. He had a lot of suitors.
So it looks like he has 2 years remaining on his deal, but he's only possessed $4 million in guaranteed salary in that span. So zero. Okay, so he has zero guaranteed dollars for 2026 next year.
Who Matt?
Yeah, Matt Stafford. Yeah.
They just restructured it though. He should have something now.
No,
they just restructured this shit, bro. They just did this shit.
This what I'm reporting. This is what I'm reading.
What?
It said 2 sides reportedly met Friday in Los Angeles. A resolution occurred. Stafford. Oh, he said he had. Okay, it didn't.
Yeah, but it said he definitely not. He would have been out of there for that. That's what they said before. It was like they couldn't agree because they said, "All right, go ahead and try to find a trade." They said, "All right, I'll see what I can find out there." And then I think when he found suitors, they said, "All right, hold up, now what they really talking about? How much I want to give you? Oh, we could do that." And they gave it to him. Yeah, that's 7 days ago. It's time to be back.
Oh,
he agreed to restructure the deal. So I'm not sure how much, what it is, but he back up there.
Yeah,
he ain't going nowhere.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what they get. And this is according to NFL on Reddit. So it is 4 million fully guaranteed roster bonus, but like I said, it's basically incentive based heavy. Mm-hmm. So it's worth 20. It's worth 27 million.
I think he's more than that, bro. That don't sound right. It's no way he would take that deal. He would have got like 50 million or somebody.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what the official details come out. We'll get back to you. We'll get back later.
I don't think they got it out there yet. They ain't got it out there yet. Cause that sounds awfully low. 27 million. That's chump change for quarterbacks these days.
Nice. Dan Puka did cough up number 17. He's going to number 12.
I did see that. Devontae probably paid him for that shit.
Oh, for sure. Miami Dolphins. Nothing really stands out here to me. Obviously, they acquired Zach Wilson to be a backup down there. But no moves. No big time names that stands out here for Miami. Really.
Yeah, I'm not really too impressed with what they did.
Good luck with Jackson Carman, who was a former Bengal. Good luck. Minnesota. All right. Squad. I'm gonna say I love the move. For me, we let go. We got We let Cam Bynum walk. I'm glad we didn't let Byron Murphy walk. Like I said, we couldn't let both of them walk. Like I said,
Yeah, I'm one of them niggas.
Our secondary wasn't always strongest, so I'm glad we got B Murph back for sure. The Aaron Jones move, I was a little bit surprised that we brought Aaron Jones back. I thought we would go in the draft and possibly get younger, especially with this being a deep running back class. But after the production he gave us last year, I'm not mad at it. Theo Jackson, solid. I think he's going to be our best safety now. Just depends on what Harrison Smith wants to do. The Will Fries move from Indy, I think we paid a little bit too much for him. I know we got to protect JJ McCarthy, which seems like we're going all in with JJ McCarthy because we haven't signed a backup quarterback as of yet.
That's a question mark for me, man.
Nah, I'm with you, but my only saving grace, and I know Doc will be on here. I know deep down I don't trust JJ McCarthy. But my only saving grace is I've seen what Kevin O'Connell has done with all these fair number of quarterbacks. So I have to give him
You see what he did with fucking with Brett last year, Darnold last year. We never thought Sam Darnold would have a year like that ever. So the fact that Darnold had a year like that,
Darnold, Josh Dobbs in those 5 games span, So I mean, he got a chance to prove me wrong. But Will Fries, man, I think he's been hurt a lot at Indy. So I think we a little overpaid him. I love the Hargrave and then Allen move. Just give
Allen deal for sure.
Just give Brian Flores a little bit more on that defense. Then the Ryan Kelly move, man. New offensive line protecting our investment. Was JJ McCarthy. So solid all season. For I would say right now, I would say we're in second tier of how good our offseason has been thus far. And then
I like what y'all been doing. I like what y'all been doing for sure. Only question mark I ask is quarterback. I'd probably bring somebody in, man. I ain't gonna lie.
I think we are. I think we are gonna bring somebody in. I hope it's not Aaron Rodgers.
I wouldn't bring Aaron Rodgers in, no, but yeah, I'm gonna bring somebody. I want to bring Aaron Rodgers in. It's becoming slim pickings though, but y'all would be the best opening though. So if any quarterback out there is still looking for a good spot to go, if y'all open up and say, hey, we looking for a quarterback, y'all would be the most desirable position, I think, out there. But I just wouldn't take Aaron Rodgers, man. I wouldn't take him.
Yeah, because then we know what that comes with.
Just everything he comes with just is and it's gonna be as soon as he get there, you're coming to minicamp. Like it's gonna be a question. That shouldn't even be a question, bro. It's gonna be a brand new team. You should come to minicamp. If these things that ask you that, you shouldn't even be considering playing, bro.
Not only come to minicamp, but shit, they gonna think, oh, Aaron Rodgers is a starter. Like they ain't gonna think JJ McCarthy twice by like, no, you bring Aaron Rodgers, he started. Yeah, I don't even want that controversy, bro. No,
nope. That's why I'm saying. Like that's why I said a guy. I ain't say bring in a starter. I said a guy. Maybe it could be. I would have tried to keep Daniel Jones. Just somebody with some experience just to help him out, just to give him somebody to hold that clipboard, just to when he come back out there after the series, help him look at it like, look, bro, you see that? You can add that right there. You see this? You missed this, or you did good here. Just somebody that can kind of help him walk him through that. Of course, not hold his hand because he got coaches for that shit, but just someone that can be in that room with him, going through that shit with him.
Well, there still is a guy out there that I would love to have. Mr. IEW's Jameis Winston. If we bring Jameis in and back up, I would not be mad at that at all. So I said we'll see.
I mean that'll be guaranteed backup, but that could also be a guy that you bring in, and if shit ain't going right with JJ, they can start saying, hey, let's go ahead and bring Jameis up on. Let's get Jameis up on here, man. Give him a chance. Give him a chance. Do you want that problem too?
I mean, at this point, because I think honestly, bro, I think the thing that really hurt us last year, or now the position we're in, we overachieved a lot with Sam Darnold last year. So now expectations for us to win. If McCarthy doesn't live up to what Darnold did, then it's gonna be like, oh, we took a huge step.
Oh, what are we doing? What are we doing? Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I don't know. I would. I guess it would be a good problem to having a quarterback that you can, like, James would be a good option. He can start if you need him to start, but he's not expected to be a starter. And he knows that too, and the fans know that too. But also,
we-
because y'all do need somebody good enough to where Jada come in, he ain't doing good. I could bench his ass and get somebody else. Look, we still got a good enough team to have a good season and do something in the playoffs. We gotta bench you, bro. We might come back to you maybe next year or maybe when you feel like you're ready. But right now we gotta bench you, dog.
basically at this point, I just need to see what JJ McCarthy can do. That's all. That's all I want to see what we have. We took him. Yeah. We took him at 9 for whatever reason. We got let him see let's see what he can do.
Yeah, you gotta let him go out there and showcase. At least let him try. And then it's always like tough though. If you do try, you do end up benching him if you letting somebody else come in there and get the job, or you're gonna want to go back to him. Right. Which it was just always a tough situation. So I guess we'll see how it goes.
X. New England
jokes.
Yeah, I mean, they bolstered their defense for sure. Milton Williams, I know he was a big name out there on defense. Carlton Davis, I like the move. So I mean, their defense should be a lot better than they were last year. But it's really, like I said, continue to develop Drake May up there.
Yeah, I don't like that they didn't get him any real weapons over there, but we'll see.
Yeah, like I said, maybe they're looking into the draft and
I was about to say it's still early. You still got draft season coming up, so we'll see.
Shout out to Josh Dobbs still surviving, hanging around.
I would like them to go get D-Hop though, man. He wasn't there, was he? They was talking about getting him last year. And
they were
right. Yeah, I like them to go get him, man. Somebody to get him a go-to target. Even though he, like we talked about, he was not like the best go-to target, but somebody that's experienced and he could trust a little bit more than what he has there.
Yeah, you could tell me right now, and I'm about to look it up. But right now, you could tell me name a wide receiver up in New England for $1 million.
I could not name you one, bro. I was thinking like, man, they got somebody who's number one. I can't think of number one up there. It's crazy.
So I just pulled up the depth chart. I mean, okay, so Gashawn Butte, the guy from LSU. I remember him. Kendrick Bourne.
I know the name, but I know Kendrick Bourne.
Mario Douglas. So I mean,
still though, it's like that's your core. That's receiving core. Good luck, man.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Okay. I withdraw my statement earlier. I knew he went back to New Orleans. Okay, the Bengals are smart. I wouldn't have gave him 3 years, $51 million.
Yeah, I'm not giving him them.
Yeah. I didn't know it was that much. I thought it was like another like a 1 or 2 year deal. So
yeah, that's a no. They tripping.
Yeah.
Shout out to Chase Young though for getting paid, man. Shout out to him. He didn't show me anything in San Fran that would show me he's worth this much money. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I think Saints, brothers. I think the best move I said bringing in Justin Reed.
Yeah, I'm about to say like Justin Reed signing. Other than that, yeah.
It's pretty much same things, bro. Like Saints, another team whose defense has always been solid, keep them in games. But am I trusting Derek Carr to win you games? No.
I'm about to be there. Like Derek Carr, really trusting him. Like he's gonna have a good start to the season. He's gonna have a good first 4 games. He always does. He's gonna fall a fucking cliff. I'm cool. I'm cool.
Yeah.
The only thing they have going for them is the fucking division sucks. So.
Yeah, that's true.
They always have a chance.
New York Giants, they kept Darius Slayton to go alongside Malik Neighbors. I like that. For them, like I said, they're bolstering up their defense and offensive line.
Yeah, defense looks great.
James Hudson, the UC product. I think that's just a more depth piece. Obviously, we'll see what quarterback they draft.
What quarterback they try to bring in there too, just to be a bridge guy because they're looking at Aaron Rodgers. They're trying to sway him to come or stay in New York and just switch over the colors of a jersey. They're trying to do.
You mean Tommy DeVito can't be the 1 year, $1 million quarterback? Tommy DeVito can't be the.
Hey, oh man, I didn't even see that up there. Shout out my guy Tommy, man, getting the money for the mob,
man. But yeah, man, Giants still be at the bottom of NFC East. Like I said, hopefully they draft a quarterback can be a savior. But that New York media and those New York Giants fans, it's gonna be a lot.
Days, man. At least you got Neighbors up there. So if they do draft the quarterback, at least you got a stud receiver to throw to up there already. So that's a good problem to have.
Now to the other New York team, the New York Jets.
Hey man, shout out Justin Fields, bro. Shout out Justin Fields. He didn't lay down, take the bullshit Pittsburgh tried to give to him, benching him, and hey, we got a deal for you. I don't know how much deal was for, but nah, fuck y'all. Nigga. Y'all bitched me last year for Russell Wilson, and he went out there and he looked good for a couple games, but nah, man, fuck that. Shout out to him, saying that for himself, saying nah, I'm gonna test the market out. Got himself $30 million guaranteed, 2 years, $40 million deal. Happy for him, bro. Hopefully he succeeds. I know it's the Jets. He's probably not going to succeed, but hopefully he succeeds up there, man.
I think he will succeed up there. One, he's back with a former teammate of his, Garrett Wilson. Mm-hmm. So they got that rapport, and I still think the Jets, besides the front office, I still think that defense is, like I said, still solid. I just think the whole Aaron Rodgers thing is just like that. Just set them back.
We called it, bro. We called it before he even
he
went there. We called it. We called that shit.
Yep.
We said it was not going to be a good decision. It was going to ruin them. It was going to destroy their little thing they had going on. They had a good little. They were on the rise. They were an ascending team. Of course, the problem was Zach Wilson. He wasn't worth the shit up there. Obviously, it was a terrible pick.
I still don't think Robert Saleh was the right coach either, though.
Yeah, you still have when they fired him, they went down even more when they fired him. So I think he was doing better than they thought he was doing. I think that Zach Wilson draft pick was just set him back terribly. It was a terrible decision. So that fucked them up because they ain't draft him. They wouldn't have to go get Aaron Rodgers. They could draft somebody else. Yeah, he might not have been as good as whoever else was. I don't know what free year that was. He wasn't the top guy in that year, but they drafted somebody else. They could have been better than he was. And I had to get Aaron Rodgers, and they could save them. But 2 years of setback.
Well, hell, they gotta be better. They gotta be better. I said picking these quarterbacks, but now hopefully, I said it's still Justin Fields on the rise. I said we seen glimpses of what he can be, but we've seen the other side as well. So hopefully he's on the right side. He's on the right side this year. And if nothing else, this gives them a few years to find their future. If Fields
find a quarterback, if they're gonna be, if he still had a chance to be a decent starting NFL quarterback. I think his chance of starting him is probably gone. Man, I don't think he can be a superstar quarterback anymore. I think that probably just passed now. Anything is possible though. If he go out here and have a great year, turn his career around, but I think he has a chance to be a serviceable starting quarterback still in the NFL.
Yeah,
and this is the first team that actually wants him. Like actually, well, I didn't say first team. The Bears wanted him, but after the Bears, failed a couple years, they had a top pick. They were like, hey, we're going to swap him out for the best quarterback coming in, and then the next top quarterback. So I think this is the first time he's on a team that actually welcome him in with open arms, and he's ready to go out here and be a starting quarterback right now. So hopefully he can flourish this opportunity he has.
Facts, and I think they should. Hopefully, I haven't seen his contract. Hopefully they keep Tyrod as a backup. I think Tyrod is a solid vet that can help Justin Fields grow and develop. So.
We was talking about I forget what team was talking about, but it might have been the Colts. Kind of the same playing style where they can easily, something happen to Fields, they can swap him out, and Tyrod can do the same kind of things. Maybe not as good. He's definitely not as good as a runner as Justin Fields is, but he's still mobile enough to be able to do some of the same shit that Fields can do.
Facts. Philadelphia Eagles. Obviously their biggest offseason move was keeping Saquon Barkley, which we talked about last week. So shout out Saquon.
Saquon.
And obviously bringing back Zach Bond. So basically, I mean, Philly. I said we didn't really expect them to be busy in offseason Super Bowl champs. I think they're pretty much just going to run it back with the team, this same team from last year, this year, and just add a few more guys in the draft, which they seem to hit.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
All right, Pittsburgh.
Shout out Pittsburgh for making a splash, but man, I don't know if it was the right splashes. If you would ask me, bro, don't know.
What does this say to? Just yes or no? Do you with the DK Metcalf move? Do you think George Pickens is going to be in Pittsburgh much longer?
Yes. What do you think?
I'm gonna think. I don't think they're going to extend him. I think it depends how he does this year.
Oh, I thought you meant like this season, much longer.
No, Like basically, I said much longer. So like said
like after this season.
Yeah.
After this season, I don't know, because he's gonna want to get paid, and they just paid DK this deal, and unless George Pickens shows them, I think they already have him slated down as, all right, you're not going to be a top paid guy. They already have that slated now. Like, I think they know that. Like I think bringing him in, I think bringing DK in at this number should tell him that as well. Like, we're not going to pay you more than this. And also your attitude and your temperament on the field has we know more than the media knows out there about you. We know how bad you really are. The media sees what they see, but it's probably way worse than we actually see, bro. So I think they already have a preface to pay him less based off his attitude and everything like that. Plus his on-field production, he's good, but his on-field numbers, like, because their quarterback hasn't been that good in years, so he hasn't had numbers to really show, like, yeah, give me whatever I want as far as money goes. So I think they have him what they want him as far as the leverage goes. They have leverage over him. So unless he wants to play ball and be there, I think he's probably not gonna be there long after this year. Probably not, unless he has a breakout year and they have to pay him, a groundbreaking deal, which I don't see it happening either.
And also, this move just questioned me because I mean, Metcalf and Pickens is pretty much damn near the same receiver. Definitely the same personality.
Yeah, I would not have given DK $30 million a year. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I think he's good. He's good, but I'm not giving $30 million a year.
Especially you don't know what your quarterback situation is.
Yeah, like, who's on the ball? Like, I'm a huge fan of Tomlin and everything, but I know he ain't the GM down there, but he has a lot of pull, a lot of say so with what they do. The fact that you don't even have a quarterback and you're throwing this kind of money out to a receiver who's not a bona fide number one, it's a question mark, man. Question mark for me.
Well, I mean, I know we mentioned Rodgers a few times. I know his name was being brought up as Pittsburgh being a potential landing spot for him. So if Pittsburgh and Tomlin wants to deal with that, they by all means have at it. And then also,
that's a bad mix, but you're gonna put him in the locker room with head case ass Pickens. We know what Aaron Rodgers does in his press conference. He throws shade at people, bro. He gonna throw shade at Pickens, and what's Pickens gonna do? Yeah, that's a terrible match. They decided to do that, man. Maybe it is time for Tomlin to move on.
Well, then they can also, the Russell Wilson thing ain't also off the table either, but still,
I wouldn't do that either, man. If I'm them, I'm looking at. I would have threw some money at Sam Darnold. I would have. Man, bro, it's not really a good choice out there for quarterbacks. It's so important that you nail a quarterback down, because the good ones don't come available very often. And if you find yourself in limbo, in quarterback limbo, it's just like, no matter what you do, your team is just your ceiling is just not gonna be that high. Your floor is gonna be super low if you have a quarterback.
Part of me thinking they was hoping Justin Fields would have took that deal.
That's what I think, bro. I think they were banking on, we want to get Justin or Russell. Like last year, they were banking on. Last year, they waited till the very last minute to get both of them niggas a deal. Neither one of them had suitors. So last year they had leverage on both of them. This year they have no leverage. Well, they got leverage on Russell still right now. I don't think he's very wanted, but I don't think they saw Justin leaving.
Well, right now I'm just. I
don't think they want Russell. I don't think they want Russell, because they would have gave Russell a deal already. I don't think they want him.
I'm just looking at the top NFL quarterbacks available. Obviously, names is out there. Obviously, Aaron Rodgers, Jameis Winston, Joe Flacco, Drew Lock, Kirk Cousins. So
okay, I forgot about first cousin. Shout out to Kirk. I forgot about him.
You want to get Kirk Cousins, and like I said, have him be a bridge guy.
But yeah, that would probably be, out of all the names you said, I probably would call him first, man. Him or Jameis. Ooh. They in a bad spot, man. That's a terrible spot to be in.
We'll see. we'll see what happens. And obviously, I do like the Darius Slay move though.
Yeah, I like that move too.
I'll give him that. Only a 1-year contract too. So
yep, I like that. I like it.
San Fran. Only thing I don't like, and nothing really stands out as of yet. I'm just waiting for them to extend Brock Purdy whenever they.
I'm about to say, where's the Purdy deal at? Come on, let's get that deal going.
I don't get that deal done.
I don't see anything up here that's catching my eye.
Shout out my boy Sammy
Darnold. I ain't your fucking boy. Don't say it. Don't say your boy. They ain't your fucking boy, man.
Former
Y'all T on here shitting on Sam Darnold for 18 fucking weeks last year. And now when they get paid, he wants to say shout out to his boy Sam Darnold, man. Come on. Come on, man.
We helped him get the bag.
Nah, shout out Sam, man. Shout out Sam. I thought it was gonna be more than this. Honestly, I thought he would get close to 40 a year.
I did too, but I think that those last 2 games with Detroit and the Rams, I think that took out a lot of people's mind. Like
that nigga lost some money. That nigga lost some money, man. He lost some M's.
And you remember he ain't throwing to Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison everywhere he goes.
He ain't throwing Jay Jettas no more. He do got Spencer Jigba up there.
But
yeah, my shit keep fucking up.
No, we okay. Yeah, we only got a few more left. But yeah, but Smith and Jigba, he's only one guy, and then you think Marquez Valdes-Scantling about to be Jordan Addison?
Absolutely not. That's why I was a little shocked that he went to Seattle, because Seattle don't have weapons that I think he needs to be successful. But yeah, we'll see, man. He reunited with his offensive coordinator. I believe that he was with, I forget where, but somewhere.
What, Minnesota?
So yeah. Yeah, I think it might have been I don't think it was Carolina. I forget where it was. Was it New York? It might have been New York. I don't know. But, I mean, he wasn't good there, so I don't know what everybody says like a good thing. It's not a good thing. Like, he wasn't good anywhere besides Minnesota. So I don't know why him reuniting with somebody that wasn't in Minnesota was a good thing. It's not a good thing.
That's what I'm saying. So
but I think they were saying that they use the same offense that they use in Minnesota. But still, it's not I don't hear you the same offense, but not the same players don't fucking matter. Like when niggas saying same thing in basketball, you use the same offense as the Warriors. You know, Steph Curry, don't fucking matter. Steph Curry, it doesn't work. Like it doesn't work without Jay Jettas. It doesn't work. You need Justin Jefferson or Jamar Chase. You need one of those niggas. They don't have one. So they got Smith and Jigba, who's really good, but he just had a one good year last year. You know,
I was alongside DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett.
Yeah. So let's see what he does this year with less weapons up there, and now Sam Darnold. So we'll see, man. Like I said, shout out to Sam for getting the bag. Yeah, I don't know how the good they're going to be though, man. Shout out to Marcus Lawrence for getting the bag too.
Basically they banking whoever the head coach is up there in Seattle can do what Kevin O'Connell will do. That's
scheme some shit up, man. Scheme some good shit up, cause
that's really all it is. But hey, I'm glad Sam Darnold got some solid guaranteed money. So if this doesn't work out and he goes back to just being a clipboard holder, hey, I got paid. At least I got paid one time in the NFL. So.
Hit my jackpot at least once, man. Hit the jackpot. So shout out to Sam, man, for hitting that jackpot at least once.
All right, a few more teams. We go a little rapid fire here. Shout out Chris Godwin. I thought he could have got a little bit more, but yeah. I see why he took this deal, because most of this contract is fully guaranteed. I think if he would have got like said top receiver money, I think it would have been a lot more incentives.
Mm-hmm.
Play. So I think
with him being little injury riddled a little bit throughout his career, it's smart to take the more guaranteed money than the potential earnings, which you don't want to bet against yourself, but you also want to be smart.
Facts. Other than that, I think Tampa Bay will still end up being what they did last year. I mean, they'll be right there, and they have the benefit of playing in the shitty division.
Yep, I'd say mediocre, but just good enough because they're division. So yeah.
Tennessee.
What's going on here, man?
We won't know.
Junior getting the bag down there Only person that really got paid there is him. Shout out to Dan Moore, man.
Hey,
He got the bag.
got to protect Cam Ward or Shador Sanders, whichever one ends up in Tennessee.
One of them niggas.
And then last, but definitely not least,
tell about them a little bit. Shout out to the Washington Commanders, man. They are really showing you how to maximize a rookie quarterback or the rookie. I should keep on fucking up. Show you how to maximize a quarterback on a rookie deal, man. Going out and getting talent.
Facts. We talked about the Deebo Samuel move last year. We think he'll be solid playing alongside Terry McLaurin, and I can't wait to see what he does in that Cliff Kingsbury offense. And then, like we mentioned earlier, Laramie Tunsil got traded from Houston. As long as he's not playing against Myles Garrett, Tunsil is still a solid left tackle because Garrett abused that boy. But like you said, I think basically all these the moves that Washington has been making, bro, like they're, like you said, they're doing what they're supposed to. Taking advantage of a quarterback on a rookie deal, basically going all in before Jaden Daniels has to get paid.
Yep, they know it's coming. He's gonna be one of those $60 million a year guys. So they preparing for it now and trying to say, hey, let's go ahead and pay these other people we can now before he starts, raping us, taking us up top for, the all the money we can pay. Let's get talent around him to get him wins early. So when we do start paying him more, maybe it won't matter as much. Whoever has Super Bowl wins.
Facts. So obviously the key to that, Jaden Daniels continue to grow and continue to improve and continue to evolve as an NFL quarterback. I know y'all like to say on here, like I said, now you got a full year under the belt. Seems as a full season but prepared for you. I guess I got a lot of film on you, so we'll see. We'll see if he takes that next step. And that's a full rundown.
You did get a YouTube comment here. I didn't see that. Shout out to Brandon Holloman, I think that's how you say it. So when the Chiefs trade their best O-lineman, they are smart, making cap space, paying the young guys, building for the future. But when the Texans do it, they're idiots. I don't know who said that. Did we say that?
Nah, but yeah, I mean, we pretty much alluded to it when we saying CJ Stroud is about to get killed. Was going to get killed because they obviously they got rid of Laramie Tunsil, who was their best offensive lineman.
But did we say that the Chiefs? I didn't say the Chiefs are smart, but are you talking about last year when they let their best lineman go, or this year?
Well, yeah, I mean this year too, because Joe Tooney he's in Chicago. They traded him.
I didn't say it was a smart thing to let him go. I'm just saying that they didn't want to pay him. I'm not saying it's smart to not pay your players. We're just saying that some teams think it's, I won't say it's smart, but they move early off of players before moving late off players because they don't want to be stuck with the bill or stuck with the unknown of who we had to replace this player with. Moving off from early lets you get a player in there now to see how good he is, to evaluate, to see if we can pay this nigga we get in here now, or draft another nigga we can get here to pay for the future. You have Patrick Mahomes, you can do that. Patrick Mahomes is proven. Like, you don't have, CJ Stroud had a great rookie year, but that's 1 year, bro. Like, you don't go messing up his O-line after 1 year, after 2 years. You let him show you that, all right, now I'm a little bit more seasoned with reading these defenses, fixing, changing my lines coverage to make sure I'm protected. Right now, he's not doing that in the elite level yet. And it showed last year.
I mean, not only that, shit, you replaced, like I said, and as we mentioned earlier, shit, you also got rid of his offensive coordinator. So now we got to bring in, like I said, a whole new system for him to learn. And like I said, not only that, I said Joe Mixon, he had his best year in NFL career last year.
Mm-hmm.
So you just gave him the bag last year for as a top paid running back. You expect Joe Mixon to keep that workload up when the offensive line got weaker? No.
Yeah, and not only that, they also just lost the Super Bowl with no blitzes being thrown at Patrick Mahomes.
Kansas City.
You don't, So if you don't make any direct changes to your O-line, if you're Kansas City, what are you telling Patrick Mahomes? They did the same thing after he lost to Tampa Bay. They went and revamped their offensive linemen. So we have evidence of them being smart making moves doing this. We don't have no evidence of Texas being smart making moves doing this with Cedar Stroud at the helm. Now, if they showed this year that trading away their top offensive lineman was smart and they actually improved the O-line, improved that unit, then hey, we'll have evidence that it was a smart move for them. We don't have any evidence of that right now, so we can't go off the unknown for them. So I mean, I didn't say it was smart, but now you say it, I can say that it's smart for the Chiefs to do that because the Chiefs have evidence of when it's in the past and it worked.
So only I like to say only time will tell with down in Houston.
Yeah.
That's even with that, I think Kansas City and what Patrick Mahomes is smart enough, like I said, to get rid of the ball a little bit quicker if their offensive line is kind of shaky.
Yeah. Plus they don't pay a running back top money.
Oh yeah, no.
They don't have to. Their line is not. Lines are also for offensive line for running backs to make holes for running backs. They don't have a running back they're paying a lot of money to, so they don't technically need to bolster up the line so much to do other things. They just need to bolster the line to protect Patrick Mahomes as much as possible.
As long as 15's back there throwing the ball, that's all. That's what's Kansas City. As long as 15's back there, hey, they straight in their eyes.
Yes. We'll see how it works out, man. We'll see how it works out. It could turn out to be idiots for the Chiefs this time too. Who knows?
And what they need to do, I mean, I said offensive line, they need to worry about the weapons again. I know Kelsey said he's coming back, but like you need to start looking at his replacement for now. And then shit, you need to keep your wide receivers on the field and out of trouble.
Keep them out of the fucking jail. Keep the receivers out of jail and help them catch the fucking ball. The last couple of years they can catch the ball. Like, come on, man.
All right, that was our full NFL free agency recap. Thus far, obviously we'll keep you up to date if teams as teams continue to make moves, and obviously as we get closer to the NFL draft. Real quickly in the association, shout out to the OKC Thunder. They got a road win tonight they beat Boston on the road. I was a little iffy.
Big win for them, man.
I was a little iffy because I know Jalen Williams didn't play.
Yeah, he was out. Big win for them. Huge win.
Huge win for them for sure.
We ain't touched a lot of NBA today, man. We didn't touch on the Stephen A. LeBron beef drama either.
Yeah, we'll say that. Yeah, we'll say that. We'll definitely touch on that soon. That ain't going anywhere.
We'll say that for Doc. Yeah, Stephen A. talk about it every day. Stephen A. talk about it every fucking day. It's not going anywhere.
He did get the bag though.
Nah, shout out Stephen A. Smith, man.
He read over ESPN. Definitely got the bag. Shout out to all the college teams, man. It's tournament time, man.
Yes.
Fun time of the year. So Tar Heels got a win earlier over Notre Dame.
Yeah, we got a dub, brother. UC got that loss earlier. I watched that game. Tough loss for UC. Offense fucking sucks, man. Offense fucking sucks for UC. Nah. But yeah, shout out my Tar Heels.
So we'll keep y'all up to date as everything March Madness continues. And like I said, make sure it'll be out Sunday evening. And make sure I hit the notification bell on YouTube because we might go live after the bracket is revealed this Sunday. So hit that notification bell on YouTube so y'all get notified every time we go live. Yeah, we'll hold for all the NBA talk and basketball talk off probably for Selection Sunday. So we'll make sure I keep it locked. For the good brother Flyman Ran, Josh Doc Evans, the Terran Bland has been down to the wire 513 episode 370. We'll catch y'all soon. Let's say hit that notification bell on YouTube. Get notified we're live. So until then, y'all have a safe, blessed rest of the week. Enjoy March Madness. Enjoy life. And just enjoy life, period, man. Enjoy life, period. So,
sir, yes, sir.
Good in, man. We out.
Peace.